Hello guys, today is all about horror and vampire wheels. And honestly, this kind of drama just hits different. They've got that dark, thrilling vibe that keeps you hooked from start to finish. So in this video, I'm going to share 10 BL dramas you definitely have to see if you love chills, mystery, and a little bit of bite. Alright then, without wasting any more time, let's dive right into this drama. Watch out! First up, we have Bite Fight. I really like this one, and I remember we didn't have many deals with this kind of theme back then, so this one is definitely a gem. It's not the best of the best, but it's still a really good watch. The actors played the role so well, the chemistry was great, and the music was okay too. The story follows Afe, who gets bitten by Thomas, a vampire, after an intense bar fight. Thomas bites him to save his life, but that also means Afe will slowly turn into a vampire over the next 3 months. Thomas keeps him in his house while searching for the vampire Bible, hoping to gain the power to fix something from his past. But of course, things aren't that easy. He has to stay away from demon hunters. At first, Afe wants to escape, but as time passes, feelings start to grow between them. Next, we have Sweet Curse. This one mixes horror and humor, and I definitely like it. But honestly, it could have been better. And I feel like this drama had the potential to be a full-length story with its unique plot. It's simple and short, but still entertaining. I really like how they add this different genre, bringing in horror instead of the usual classic romance BL. And the sense of humor definitely made it more fun to watch. The story follows Hazun, a good-looking guy who's popular in the gay community. One day, his jealous friend Minwo summons a devilish ghost to haunt him. But things don't go as planned. The ghost ends up falling in love with Hazun and even spends a steamy night with him. When Minwo's first curse fails, he decided to try again with another one. Another vampire story we have 1000 years old. Poon is an enigmatic loner who's lived for a very long time but hasn't aged past 25 because he's not an ordinary human. He has the blood of a vampire. Poon lives quietly and modestly like a regular person until one day he meets a student named Yo. Yo becomes the first person Poon truly trusts and let into his life. Without even realizing it, love slowly starts to grow between the human and the vampire. Now, to be honest, I'm not really sure how to feel about this one. I think they kind of waste the long duration and gave us a show that's not that great. But still, it's not totally bad either. Maybe you can tolerate it better than I did. So just check it out and decide it if it's your thing or not. Now we have The Blue Hour. First of all, Oap and Gun did such a great portraying their characters in this movie. Their acting felt so real that you might even think that they're real couple. Overall, this one is definitely recommended. It's got solid acting, strong chemistry, twists, and a story that really pulls you in. The movie follows Tam, a bullied teenager who befriends with a mysterious boy named Poon at an abandoned, supposedly haunted pool. Their relationship starts out romantic, but as time goes on, things slowly shift into a much darker and more unsettling place. Next up is My Secret Vampire. Honestly, I love this one. It feels more like a romantic comedy than a horror BL because it's just so sweet. I was really surprised about how good it turned out. The chemistry between the leads is amazing and they definitely know how to give us butterflies. The cinematography also looks so great, it never feels cheap, and overall I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't watched it yet, definitely go check it out. The story follows a young man who thinks he's found the perfect housemate. They're kind, generous, and almost too good to be true. But soon he discovered the truth behind those charming smiles. They're actually vampires with an uncontrollable craving for his innocent blood. Let's continue our list with Red Wine in the Dark Knight. I have to admit, seeing Fluke in this movie was kind of surprising for me since I'm used to his shy and innocent roles in other dramas, so this one was a big contrast. The movie itself is quite unusual and intriguing, but honestly, I didn't enjoy it as much as I expected. But still, it's not a bad movie at all. The acting, especially from the main lead, is really impressive, and I think that's the strongest point of the film. It's definitely worth watching and deciding for yourself how you feel about it. The story follows Wine, a young man with an angelic appearance who one day meets a boy his age, suffering from complete memory loss. As Wine gets closer to him, he discovers the truth. The boy is actually a creator of the night, tortured by his thirst for blood. Wine eventually lets him feed on him, crossing a line that changes everything. Up next, we have the story of Bihyung. I actually really like this one. Maybe it's because I didn't expect too much at first. I thought it would be just another fantasy build, but it turned out to be pretty good. It's simple, easy to follow, and surprisingly fun to watch. Plus, the visual and overall atmosphere are just so nice to look at. The story follows a naive actor who unexpectedly becomes the lifeline of a tired and lonely goblin king. What started as a strange and magical encounter slowly turns into a beautiful romance, one that might even break a 1,000-year curse. Now we have He See It. Even though it's a short series, it really managed to deliver a strong and emotional story with outstanding performance from Jeff and gameplay. The series explored the tragedy of a complicated relationship among teenage friends, showing the tough choices they have to make between following their hearts or obeying the rules. Personally, I absolutely love what they accomplished in such a short time. There are some parts that might feel a bit confusing, but honestly that just adds to the mystery and the depth of the story. It's short, intense, and definitely worth watching. Moving into Kissable. This one might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I have my reason for mentioning it. Sure, the story has a few gaps here and there, but I think Kim Ji-won and Yoon Si-bin delivered their characters really well. Their own chemistry is so strong, their acting is impressive, and I have to say the music in this series is just fantastic. The story follows a sweet yet slightly bloody campus romance between Junho, a vampire on the brink of extinction, and Min-hyun, a human with pure blood. The ending might leave you wanting a bit more, but overall I really enjoyed the whole experience. And finally, let's close this list with Revamp, the Undead story. The story follows Poon, the owner of a vintage shop who asks by his friend, a gallery owner, to restore a painting that was mysteriously vandalized. During the process, Poon accidentally cuts himself and stains the painting with his blood, which ends up awakening Ramil, the last descendants of a vampire line aged trapped inside the artwork for over a century. But when Ramil returns, he's powerless and becomes hunted by vampire hunters. Poon then takes on the mission to help Ramil regain his power and finding his former servants who now live quietly among humans. Honestly, I haven't watched this one yet. There are just too many series to keep up with, but I definitely plan to check it out when I get the chance. So for now, I'll let you guys decide what you think about it in the comment. And for an extra special title, we have My Golden Blood. First of all, I have to say Jo's Wei-R is perfect for this kind of role. He just has that aura. Even when he's quiet or just standing there, you can feel it. And about this series, it's absolutely fantastic. You won't regret clicking on it, and trust me, you'll definitely scream during those spicy and hot scenes. I honestly don't have much to complain about it here. No flaws, just an amazing watch from start to finish. And that's it for today's list, guys. From bloodthirsty vampires to haunted hearts, this drama really proved that horror and build can mix perfectly. If you already watched some of this, let me know which one is your favorite, and if you haven't yet, well, maybe it's time for a little midnight binge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and watch out for vampires. Bye bye.